or back to my channel. These are going to be some timeless collective messages. I'm going to do a weekend energy update for the collective. All right, so please keep in mind that not all my messages will resonate with everyone at this time. Please just take what resonates, leave the rest for another to appreciate. Okay, if this resonates, please hit that like button and subscribe. Okay, I did leave the comments on today, so we'll see how that goes. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get into the messages for the weekend for the collective. Okay, we got the South Node, underlying trouble, like, or anxiety, or there's an energy that is being informed there will not be something occurring that they expected to occur. Okay, so with this weekend for the collective, if you're interested in any previous readings from me, you're going to find them under the live tab. Okay, right, things are being brought to light with the sun. Okay, illumination happening this weekend. Okay, with that South Node, things are being brought to light about the anxiety or trouble, and maybe the reason why something is not happening for a married. Oh, okay. We have energize, energy, confront, and a force. The energy of Mars is force. So you're trying to force something in a direction that it's not meant to go in. This could be with or involving your focus. You're focused on what's good for. Okay, so this is why there's an opposing force. And here I have confront and a force. Okay, to force yourself here, if you're feeling like lack of progress, it not always means work harder. That can mean work smarter, okay? Also, because there's a reason for that. Something's wanting to confront an issue, but the issue isn't, it's like somebody's focused on something possibly they shouldn't be focused on, and that's the issue. Makes sense? With this focus in Capricorn. This action, there's some kind of rules imposed here with the energy for the collective about what you're doing, what is good for you, what you are doing good for yourself, you're doing good for others. I want to say it is like a ripple effect. Okay, so there's a balance or something good being created out of something that was not meant to be. Okay, there's a secret here, there's an investment, and whatever's being brought to light about that, because the sun again. But I want to go back to this confrontational energy and this focus. Somebody felt like something, if they would confront something with a lot of focus, it would be a good thing. And I don't know. Depends on the intention. There's a secret behind it. Scorpio, I got Virgo, I got Capricorn, and I have Aries with a secret. Somebody could be secretly confronting something, deciding if it's good or not good. Because I have service to others and then a secret. Could also be doing some kind of work that is, you're not, releasing or being public about. Yeah, keep your involvement hidden with 12th house, and then the awareness and many thoughts, and then rules. So with knowledge and wisdom comes responsibility here. Responsibility and the right connections, the idea in question. You have a idea in question to confront. It's a responsibility like to do so or something. So it is a responsibility to confront an issue. a leadership position with the sun again. What is this issue? Confusion, power, and sacrifice. Sorry. All right. So the secret has to do with energy that is secretly wanting the I don't know, the result of some kind of power due to sacrificing what? A service, wisdom, your resources, your beliefs, insights, all things that are not to be sacrificed. That makes sense? Well, I want to take a look at this energy that's confronting me. Let's get more information about that for the collective for the weekend. The sun again. Much awareness. Okay, sun and Mars. Aries and Mars. Leo and Mars. Fire. A lot of action, energy. What is this doing? There's quick actions, quick beliefs, quick focus. And here's the obsession and the power struggle. So all that's coming from this Pluto energy. Pluto is Scorpio over here. Okay, so there are some kind of results that someone has kept to themselves, that so trying to spin something in a direction that it's not working. You still feel secure. Let's see, what is happening here for the collective for the weekend with this demonstrate. Energy to demonstrate this focus, but so whatever anyone's been focused on, it's going to be amplified. Okay, it's going to be like amplified this weekend. And what's the past coming up? But this is about your home support and your family, your focus. So your focus is on your home support and your family and what makes you feel secure. Building solid foundations. Okay. This could be the past showing up, being asked to use your wisdom here with Cancer. This is what's being brought to light, or it already had been brought to light. So now the energy doesn't know exactly what to do. So you could have picked up on that. Venus, Jupiter, you have blessings coming in. You're attracting good fortune here. This past is what? Do not worry about with the North Node. We started with the South Node, so there's some kind of worry that was attached to this energy being projected as a fact or a truth. Libra. The facts are the truth. Libra. Decisions that create balance. Would you create balance for yourself? Balance can be restored around you, but this is energy that is opposing the balance. There's projections here with the first house. The way someone is projecting or doing something on their own, or you're being asked to do something on your own, because I have a leader over here. You have blessings and the granting of good fortune, Jupiter, good luck, things spinning in a direction of abundance. We have the South Node coming up again, reconsiderations, remembrances of the past. Don't let it slow you down here. There's an immediacy with the first house, so don't allow projections to have you make harsh or rash decisions. Now it's not the time to make harsh and rash decisions unless you're willing to live with the consequence of a harsh or rash decision. Okay. We got humanity's sake, healing power, healing methods. You could be learning from this struggle on how to heal your own individual insecurities. If I'm talking about security, everyone has, some kind of insecurity. Otherwise, it would be perfect or something. All right, this is stirring up the situation. Here's perfectionism with Virgo. So nothing's perfect. Nothing needs to be fixed. The past doesn't need to be fixed. all has to do with beliefs and systems and things put in place to keep things going. But if that is your beliefs, your resources, just said that. You're holding true to these things because this is what has worked for you in the past is going to work for you in the present moment. Decisions, Libra, right. You're learning from your past so you can take that with you in your present. This weekend is going to be all about decisions resulting from the past on what and how you feel supported and what you allow to continue over here with this energized energy. And this energy contains limits, cautions. So there's different values here. You have the South Node and spiritual values, different values here that are being illuminated. Here you have wisdom and insights. So you turned your knowledge into wisdom, and then you took responsibility for that position. And if, right, you got an energy that's overly looking at your energy with the Page of Swords in reverse, Nine of Swords in reverse. These are projections of anxiety, of that trouble, of that South Node that came up over here. So the source of this anxiety is being illuminated, where it's coming from, how it's coming, and what you need to do to resolve the issue. So it's not about lingering with the issue, it's resolution. Seven of Swords in reverse. Resolution could have taken a strategy, Okay, something was taken. It's coming to terms with that injustice that occurred with justice in reverse. So unfair or unwise decisions around you, but how is that affecting your progress or your purpose? All right, we got the Knight of Swords, things very quickly, very fast. The messages, the battles, the energy, the confronting. Wheel of Fortune, that is going with the flow, energy working in your favor, the universe backing up your ability to demonstrate something here. So you are being like with the sun is aware of who you are and what you're doing. King of Cups in reverse, Nine of Cups in reverse. It's going to take some emotional maturity, or somebody's not emotionally available, or this has to do with overly emotional attached to an outcome. I'm going to say with the sun. It could be a masculine energy, it could be an energy that is having a realization of the devil. So this confrontation has to do with toxic things. Now, this card I'm going to use to cover it up says, never give up on something you want. Somebody seems to be immature here, not giving up on something they want, but it could also be with the devil upright. Energy that was spun in a direction here with a narrative. Disappointment, Two of Cups. Kind of disappointment. The energy of disappointment of the devil. The Wheel of Fortune. All right. It's like the devil's not having an effect here. Chariot in reverse. It was like it was supposed to have an effect here. Something you really wanted. Maybe it's something you thought, somebody thought they wanted something, but Wheel of Fortune. Another opportunity is going to present itself. Four of Swords, Six of Wands in reverse. It's like don't give up at the last minute here. Okay. Something's going to occur to help you move to calmer waters with the Six of Swords. Universe gently moving to calmer waters, because Six of Swords are calm waters. Okay. So So that's some kind of disloyalty or somebody using a narrative in such a way that it was hurtful or harmful. The devil, what is this Wheel of Fortune? Queen of Swords, wow, putting up boundaries. This energy could possibly see you as cold or cutting off. You have a good cutoff game here. Empress in reverse, death, good cutoff game, strength, courage. All right, you have your sword up, but it's not like you're ready to use the sword necessarily, and you are ready to cut away what is not the truth. I mean, piece at a time. King of Pentacles, injustice. Yeah. So all this competition behind your back. This is behind the back. So, all right. The sacrifice. Confusions and competitions behind your back. That's what we started with. And the narratives that are spun. Okay, these were bad ideas. Win at all cost. Somebody was disappointed. There's Queen of Wands. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Death. Somebody's gonna run right into a dead end of. It's like the tower is gonna be right in front of them, and they're gonna say, "Oh, where did that come from?" But it's been building up for a really long time. So if you don't take accountability, then it's like, "Oh, where did that come from?" But it was coming all along. Yeah, the Lovers was coming all along. What does this one say? Fall in love when you are ready, not when you are lonely. Lovers. Okay, something about being lonely or wanting attention or energy that is not. With this Lovers on the Five of Wands, these are like, oh, it's also like a diamond card. What is that? A suit in the card deck, the diamonds. Queen of Cups in reverse, overly emotional about, because the sacrifice is not working. The world, you closed out the cycle. Page of Cups. King of Pentacles. Somebody wants to look innocent here. They're at unrest. Page of Cups again. We might want to apologize. Seven of Swords in reverse. Somebody might notice what they started and they can't. Something's not being able. It's like starting something and not being able to finish it. So you could start something with the devil and you can't finish it. What happens? Four of Cups in reverse, Ace of Pentacles. It's like, I don't know. Let's see. Nine of Cups. This was going for interesting. Satisfaction. This is about you also not giving up on what you truly want here as far as a support system, because your support system is also part of your foundation. So yeah, and if you have a support system in the Ace of Swords in reverse, Nine of Cups, not understanding how this is all affecting energy around it or not considering it, it's going to run into its own trouble. Knight of Pentacles in reverse, not going anywhere. Tower, there's the tower. It's like everybody's jumping off of the tower. Hermit, be going within, gaining wisdom about this, or this is being your own guru. This is also Virgo energy, getting some kind of satisfaction. Virgo, devil, going. This is somebody really knowing what they're doing. It's Page of Swords in reverse, knowing what they're doing, but not knowing what they're doing. Which is, I don't think that ever turns out well, if you ask me. Queen of Pentacles in reverse, Five of Swords. All right. Yeah, well, Here you go, Three of Cups in reverse. It doesn't turn out well for a Three of Cups in reverse, who participated with this narrative of a false support of some sort, and then it could be gossip or whatever was like what is that word? Careless with their intentions here. Careless with something. Careless with an attitude. Careless with a history, or careless with intuition. With the past about these reflections. Wait. Death again. Scorpio. Scorpio. Hidden involvement. So, oh, this is the hidden involvement with the competition. These three cups. These three cups could be aware of these 5 wands, people. Everyone's connected by some kind of communication or love messages. Not everyone's loyal here, obviously, with the sacrifice. The moon in reverse, or some kind of fear or illusions cast here to prevent something. 3 of Swords, to prevent an ending or disappointing another, but 7 of Cups in reverse, you're not confused about it. So whatever you decide to do is like your your declaration. What's a declaration? All right. Anyway, okay. So this is telling us this is not going to work. Really celebrated too soon, or now they don't have the support they expected on a day-to-day. So this was being unsupported on a day-to-day with the devil energy. Wow, I just caught this with my thumb. 4 of Wands in reverse. A community. So you put your boundaries up over an entire community with this sacrifice and competition and a plan. You put an end to the plan. You put an end to the plan because you're aware of the plan. So if you're aware of the plan, of someone else's plan to energize something in your situation, then you are more prepared on how to deal with it. Energy for the collective for the weekend. To win at all costs. So community. This is everybody walking away though in this card. Everyone's, these 5, I got 5. And they're both upright. So this whole group was to win at all costs. And you are the 8 of Swords in reverse. You're not tied to the situation with your thoughts. You're not lonely. You're not sacrificing your own abilities here for King of Wands in reverse. Playing with the devil there. Hangman, Pisces. Hanging around. 8 of Cups in reverse. Hanging around. 9 of Swords in reverse. Seeing that you're not unbothered. You're unbothered. Okay. Energy on Judgment. You're unbothered here. You're unbothered, but there's botheredness. 7 of Cups in reverse. You're not confused and unbothered. I got your ships coming in. Strength. This is Leo again. Strength and courage. Not to give up, give in. Wow. Right. Not to give up or give in or reach out because of somebody might be needy or thinking you may be needy or needing them or something about needing something. This 3 of Cups in reverse. Feeling like they're needing something, but they're only lacking something in their own life. So, Hierophant. And the King of Wands again in reverse, lacking something in their own life. Some kind of spiritual knowledge here, or alignment, or a value. The Star. You're being seen as a star, not in the 9 of Swords in reverse, not worried. This is like the opposite of rest. It's past. is at unrest with somebody, there's energies of intuition just being perpetually blocked here as well due to not resting. Nine of Wands in reverse due to not resting, not honoring the wounds created or the energy that was combustible, strength. So it's like taming a lion as well. There's still some kind of plan that's been hanging around. What's happening this weekend with this unrest? The Ace of Swords in reverse, whatever narrative. So something about community and justice here. My stomach's grappling. Not being seen as expected or wanted recognition for trying to do something and pretend like they're not. Nine of Swords in reverse. That's not even going to end up being possible here. Death. That death card keeps coming up. So it's like not going to be possible. Nine of Wands in reverse. That's also like a card of impossibility. So somebody tried to create an impossibility with your possibilities and wanted you to buy into it. Magician, death. Wow. So, it doesn't go anywhere. The Magician is number one. It is a beginning. It's the tools. It's manifesting something. It's manifestation and then death. It's like, ooh, nothing. Death comes out again. Okay, we got the Tower in reverse. This is the groups here. I said everybody's jumping from the Tower, and here are the groups jumping from the Tower. And death again. So it's like all this, so you could be attached to it. Because you have new love coming in. All right, this is one big old mess over here with the, okay, well, these are 5 swords right here in reverse. So I wish you would understand it's not going to work. Okay, King of Pentacles, it's not going to work. It doesn't affect your choices or your investments or who, or not affecting nothing. This also could be a earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. Could be Pisces, thinking they're doing something good when they're actually not doing anything. Queen of Cups in reverse, right? Not doing anything. Overly emotional strength. You've overcome some kind of energy that keeps like wanting your attention. You've already carried burdens of this energy before. So why would you want to do it again? That's why the Tower came in. Universe is removing everything from this that is not on a stable foundation. Clouds are huge out there. A stable foundation, and then I got the 10 of Cups coming in, and like that's what comes out of all this. 9 of Cups to the 10 of Cups, and all that tells me is you had something really great here. We tried to interfere. You weren't confused. Tried over and over again because they're blocked. Blockages. You have an Ace of Pentacles coming in. Lots of Pentacles are involved. So lots of material ideas or things or earthly matters with the Devil card. Earthly matters. Somebody really wanted or something earthly matters. All right. You moved on from it. You could have worked hard on your own. And a Queen of Pentacles, taking a look at how you're not burdened. I mean, a Queen of Wands, I'm sorry. You could be a Queen of Pentacles. And be also putting a lot of energy into love and your family here. through all the chaos and conflict and competition, if you're not participating in it, then you're doing something useful, possibly. Empress in reverse is here. Hangman. There's distortions in this lingering sacrifice energy, worry. Okay, this is about unapologetically moving forward, because if apology comes in and there's not changed behavior, then it's basically manipulation, right? And it's the strength, like over and over again, we see the strength, the courage, lots of emotions here. Releasing the attachment to allow the outcome, a natural outcome to take place. And that 10 of Cups is an Ace of Cups. So this is like not something that's ending. This is something that's just beginning. And every time somebody thinks there's an ending, there's actually a new beginning, because this is the way things work here. Knight of Cups in reverse, right. They turn down. This is either coming in for some kind of satisfaction or energy that is just not true. Not true. Knight of Cups. You got your head down. You're not worried about it. If you turn something down, or you're not afraid to, or you unapologetically can turn something down because you have something over here that you've been working on, and you may just not be explaining yourself. So therefore you could be being misunderstood because you're being private about it. For the weekend, collective. I don't even felt like wanting to get another deck yet. Huh? Oh my gosh, you got the 2 of Cups. With your home and your family. Do you have a 2 of Cups? I felt that. 2 of Cups, 10 of Cups, stability. Wow, keep moving to calmer waters with the 6 of Swords. All right, so this energy that is trying to affect the 2 of Cups is not having any effects because it's been played out like Hermit, right? You removed yourself or blocked the energy. Doesn't have an effect because, slippery. So something that could be slick or slippery. All right, well, the moon is in reverse. So add to the past. This is like no fear here. No fear. Hermit, again, no fear. The ships are coming in. You're seeing what was not fair and what was. Hermit, Judgment, 9 of Swords in reverse. Okay, no fear. I want to see what that Devil card is now. What was the Devil card with this energy? How's it feeling now? Wow. Slipping out of my hand and it turned into the Temperance in reverse. How's the Devil feeling now? Oh my gosh, I can't even pick it up. Hang on, guys. Wow. Oh, shoot, hang on. I don't want to bring that with me. Oh, Temperance in reverse. No fear here. Look, no fear of that Devil. No fear of what's been happening. You see energy for what it is. It's like weak now. This is recklessness. This is protecting your energy from a Queen of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. The energy, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. Reckless decisions with home or finances. So they got their eye on you. Your Ace of Pentacles. Reckless choices, decisions, unhealed, choosing illusions in some way here with the Ace of Swords in reverse, Temperance in reverse. I said, how is the Devil feeling? Well, let's get more on that then. Okay. It had no effect on your home or your foundation. It's like energy that tried to affect a home or foundation, and you're not receiving that energy as part of your 10 of Cups. It's going somewhere. Six of Cups is going back to the past where it came from. A Three of Pentacles going back where it came from because it's not yours. Emperor in reverse, Aries energy. It's not yours to carry. Three of Pentacles again. All right, a group that was making reckless decisions. Okay, this is going to be highlighted or amplified. Seven of Swords in reverse. Four of Cups in reverse. Somebody's been doing with their time. Page of Cups. Seven of Swords in reverse. Somebody's been doing with their time. Acting innocent now. Or there's some kind of pretending to be not involved. Blows up in your face, explosive combo, broken. Well, that's what's going to happen to energy that pretends not to be involved. It blows up in one's face. And you also could be aware of when you return to the past in a vulnerable way, the same things occur. And it just may take a little time to recognize. Feeling out of sync, not compatible with you. So whatever's actually not compatible with you is going to combust. And I got the energy over here that you started with. So combustible. What is that? It'll just burn up the tower. It'll just, yeah. Your eyes are fully open. Seeing what is possible. So this energy might have just been saying, oh, that's not possible. It's not possible over and over and over again. To everything that you see is possible. So, all right, yeah, don't listen to that energy. Don't risk it all on this. It's a losing proposition. Whatever it's saying it's not possible, that just means it's not possible for them. Yeah, because they feel out of sync. Okay, you have a good idea here with a partner, possibly. There's an energy getting caught on the tail end of things and a loss. Well, I have a group of the Three of Cups with a home, support, or family on a day-to-day dealing in business, and they're getting caught. And the Two of Cups are focusing on each other, so they're not even concerned. Neatly tied up, secured, trustworthy connection. Not even concerned because it's not yours. So, someone trying to convince somebody. Trust your feelings here. Fulfill your heart's desire. What's this convincing thing I'm picking up on? Convince, not ready to get started. To convince someone they're not ready over and over again, so you can sacrifice your time and energy to something else or somebody else. Getting satisfaction, good times, stormy relationships. Okay, somebody benefiting from doing something over and over again. I don't know. What are they benefiting? Yeah, well, they're not going to benefit anything. Whatever is resistant to change is getting upsetting news on an accident. These are the reckless choices, behaviors, and narratives that are meant to keep energy stuck and not free or something. But this energy is getting caught. So what is that about, really? What wants to come up here for the weekend? Because the highest and lowest aspects and the sacrifice and how it didn't work, really. In a formative stage, immature and being hungry. Okay, that's somebody's secret. They're immature and they're hungry for, well, usually attention. Yeah, winging it, nest egg, wants attention because you went away. They're burning through money. Something was a poor investment, or wanted you to burn through money, but you're not. In the formative stage, feeling out of sync. Okay, we saw that before. I said that. This is the heart with the frown face here. Unhappy because they didn't get their way because they're immature. All right. Heavy energy now is blocked, weighed down by worry. Now this energy is worried. And when an energy is worried and then panic, I feel like there's a panic here. You're full of possibility, or somebody said somebody was full of possibility, but something's not adding up here. There's cracks in a facade, stormy relationships. The stormy relationships have cracks, and so there's some kind of facade, but you're aware of the facade because the moon is in reverse. It is because you're focused on love that you're aware of the facade. You don't even have to pay attention to it because it's like your guides or the energy is being, what is it? Called out, getting called out there in a spiritual sense, called out. I can't see that. Let's see. I'm going to see. Part of a life lesson here. Let's get some more. A parado. You can break free from negative reoccurring patterns by praying to know the lesson and the blessings that they contain. Sometimes I forget I'm on camera. Okay, you have unnecessary worries right behind that. So this is about solutions. So when there's a solution and a resolution, that means there's an end to something because it's been solved. But if something's not solved, it just keeps going on and on and on. All right. Make time for, I just saw that. Make time for self-care in reverse. Okay, this is energy of not taking care. This is not making time for care. This is confronting. So if you're confronting over and over and over, or having a low vibrational energy over and over and over directed toward another, it doesn't affect the other as much as it would affect the person sending it. I guess energy doesn't understand that too much here, but that is the way it goes. So it's like something to do with your self-confidence, to make time for self-care, to take care. So you've been giving to this energy of the Three of Cups, Nine of Pentacles in reverse because of some kind of codependent. Own your divine power is right behind spiritual protection, and own your divine power is right here. Own your divine power. Replace codependent people-pleasing tendencies with assertiveness and empowerment. You are protected spiritually, energetically, and physically when you do that. So energy, when you don't have self-confidence, it dulls your shine. So this energy's been working on your confidence or chipping away or trying to, but actually it's because the energy itself that it's coming from is not confident. You could be giving this to God and not trying to control the situation. Give it to God, not trying to control the situation, the same card, okay? Because therefore, when you realize what is not yours, you have time for self-care, because if you're trying to manage all this energy that is not yours, there's not much time left. This has to do with healing forgives. Healing forgives. Oh my gosh, forgiveness heals. Healing forgives. This has to do with comparisons. Don't compare yourself to others. Don't lower your expectations to be understood. Okay, this has to do with immature or insensitivity, or this is in reverse, sensitive emotions. Something wasn't sensitive to the emotions because they don't have the ability to be. You have a divine life purpose, which involves in reducing stress and releasing support that does not support you releasing stress and healing. So energy that's very conventional here, immature and conventional, getting caught and out of sync. So your unique qualities are an important part of your purpose, and it's okay to feel different from others. So this is very much of the same. You could be very unique, but I'm picking up on all this group here, this five of wands, five of swords that were competitive and conventional. So it's nothing new. This is like tales as old as time here. Use your intuition about this. We have busy times and multitasking, but tasking, heightened intuition, trust your inner knowingness as it is trustworthy. Trust your inner knowing, not everything flying around you at one time. Spirit, especially coming from a backwards spiritual or religious community that you could be breaking free from or broke free from or having to do with sacrifice. The Ten of Cups here, still part of your life lessons. There is control issues involved here. There is underlying anger to release. Use your intuition about this. Again, stay strong in your faith. Your positive outcome is going to depend on a positive mindset. So there you go. You've got the faith and strong faith. Divine intervention is in reverse. Value your self-worth. Easy does it. So it's like once you decide to make time for self-care and give it to God is when the universe is going to say, I recognize you caring for yourself here. I'm going to back you up. Spiritual protection. I'm going to back you up when you do that. And then confirmation, ask for confirmation about that from the universe and see what you get. Spiritual protection, again, you are being watched over energetically, physically, and busy times. There's something for you to recognize with that Ace of Swords, and the Ace, Lapis Lazuli was in reverse. So, like I said, there's an ancient story here. Love is your energy. There was fear involved, or it just took love to turn this around. Boy, it's love coming from yourself. So wherever you are in fear, yourself is in reverse. Wherever you shrank yourself to fit in or didn't make time for self-care or was paying attention to this devil, choose, I can't make that up. Choose love over fear. So choosing yourself here, understand your body is in reverse. Make time for self-care so you can understand what's happening within and around you and with your body. Your body's speaking to you here. So let go of the control. This has to do with releasing toxic relationships that have an effect on the mind, body, and spirit. So since the last card is keeping a positive outcome, this is energy that does not keep positive outcomes or doesn't have the ability to see positive outcomes within their life. So love is your energy in reverse because they're in fear of something. Some kind of expectation. Get without expectations, getting caught. Somebody had an expectation and it's going to be noticed. Thoughts create your reality here. What you're thinking about is coming about. And since you are like aligned with justice here on a daily basis, that's why things are getting caught, because you're not getting caught up in them. If you're not getting caught up in them, then you're not getting caught up. There's an energy getting caught. Who's ungrateful? Getting caught for being ungrateful. All right, you're living your bliss, and y'all, thoughts create your reality. Live your bliss. These are sensitive, eccentric? I don't know. Overly sensitive emotions. So you realize that these superficial or energy you're picking up on that is incredibly sensitive may not be yours. You are here for a reason in reverse. Feel joy. I got joy and bliss and reason. So you're allowed to be happy for no reason. Yeah, give without expectation. You're allowed to be happy for no reason here. Lead by example in reverse. All right, this very conventional energy without unique qualities doesn't lead by example, so it's hypocritical. You're being asked to again choose love over fear, have a positive mindset, journey within to do so. Ask for confirmation from within yourself. Love is your energy in reverse again. Love this collective. Focus on the positive. So how focusing on the negative can have an effect on your body, right? And mind and spirit, and how they all work together. 2 cards of positive over here, and whatever is not is out of sync with you. Well, I say good. Just because it's supposed to be, I believe. Okay, there's judgments here. You're being asked to stay open-minded. You're no longer attracting this energy with like attracts like in reverse. You are never alone. Wow. You are never alone came up upright and then it fell out in reverse. So you are never alone when you are focusing on the positive. And you're never alone when you're focusing on the negative. So there's always choices. What you choose. Thoughts create your reality. Okay, it's about your reality. Somebody judging the situation or judging, that's where that competition or win at all costs or confusing things. Yeah, because this is like someone doesn't value themselves, so they don't see the value of others. You could have learned this lesson, or there could have been a mistake or a perceived mistake here about an expectation. Oh, collective messages for the weekend. You're not interested, or somebody's not interested in an offer with the 4 of Cups, because eyes are fully open on the devil. And this energy that was energized from it, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. It's coming from a place of lack or non-nurturing. Yeah, okay, that's coming out sideways. Somebody has a choice to walk away to the 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups is right here. The devil is blocking the 9 of Cups. So as long as you stay in these emotions, or trying to understand something that you could, too much can be, what is that, overwhelming. 6 of Cups about the past, and the 10 of Cups in reverse, the past. So revisiting can be overwhelming. So make sure to counteract that energy with positive things throughout the day, to be mindful of your thoughts along the way. We have a 9 of Cups in reverse. So, right, maybe there was like somebody didn't think something was going to work out, but it is going to work out. And so the projection, right, 7 of Swords, a deception about something working out. Deception about your thoughts in this creation. And this 2 swords and this 7 swords equals 9 swords. Something became too sensitive, Sun in reverse, unhappy. You kept some kind of optimism, or wow, through a tower. So a tower was meant to occur all along. Something that was not genuine. A 4 of, this is the energy I'm reading on. There's 4 of Wands under here. In reverse. So these are mirroring effects from 2 polar opposite energies. Knight of Cups in upright. Knight of Cups was in reverse over here. Polar opposites. Tower again. Aries. Inward, because you're blissful. Oh my gosh. Now the King of Pentacles is in reverse when it's upright. Ace of Cups is in reverse. He's not. Oh no. There are all these burdens. You're not alone to carry these burdens. Somebody's going to be carrying these burdens alone because they've not been carrying their own burdens. So now it's time. Judgment in reverse. Right. Now it's time. He's not getting the love expectation. You're not tied to the thoughts of that reality. Empress in reverse. Unable to influence. through a negative means. Lovers is right here. Lovers, unable to affect love. And the Nine of Cups and love coming in. Love that is already here and love coming in. He's wasting valuable time. Temperance in reverse. Wasting valuable time. Temperance in reverse twice. So this energy is still wanting to choose recklessness or unhealed aspects of the feminine energy. All right, I'm going to get a couple more and then I'm going to close it out. You decided to make a change. So if you did decide to walk away or change something about your understanding of yourself or your body, the roots of stability, you've got the roots of stability. They're already, so your root chakra, your root, you're almost there. Something about being almost there. I go from the 8 to the 9 of Cups. You're almost there. Seek truth within the situation here because I have deception and lies about your thoughts and your reality. Carried away. Somebody could have gotten carried away. So it's time to choose wisely. Happiness is simple. For the collective, for the weekend, you're on your own. This is about being on your own or doing something on your own, or you are responsible for what you do on your own. Bliss on your own. All right. Freedom from the past, and you could have broke free on your own. It's about getting advice and then on your own. Let's see, what's this advice? Fast progress, make a change. You could be getting advice that have you actually increase your progress to make a change. You have a worthy effort here. Okay. I've got a lot of balloons. There could be celebrations, walks along the beach, marriage, something about headdresses or head things. I don't know. Then I've got, wow, I got walking here. Look at this. Roots of stability. Said the roots of stability. And here's your feet over here, walking on the beach. Here's feet over here, walking on the rocks on some kind of probably mountain because it's a monk. The slow climb on your own, worth the effort. Okay, I don't know if it was worth the effort or slow climb. Fast progress. So you could have made a fast one. Okay, you could have changed something really fast, but the change was fast, but the energy that comes after is a slow climb. It's like it switched up. But yeah, because there's a higher wisdom here. So what was that advice? Roots of stability. Okay. A couple more, and there we go. And I'll close it out. You're here to make miracles. It's a slow climb. Steady as you go. It's like you're no longer on the tightrope. Your dreams could have messages here. Stand strong. Being asked to stand strong, steady as you go, because miracles are being made. You are never alone. You're very positive, and you're free to move wherever you want. Not in a sacrifice energy that you can't move. Fast progress with moving, possibly. Choose wisely. You might have many choices, but the roots of stability are always there. So no matter where you go, as long as you have the roots of your own stability, you're going to know you're safe no matter where you are, or feel good no matter where you are. Okay? Well, all right. I'm going to go ahead and leave that there. I do hope this was helpful. It was kind of interesting all the way around there, I have to say. I wasn't totally expecting that. All right. Thanks a lot. See you next time.